Whoops. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm obviously not streaming, but, you know, Skillz is. So that works. This is the actual final match between Fight Club and Genesis. This is going to be the Grand Finals number 2. And as you can see, the rosters I already gave them in the first Grand Finals, but Fight Club is attacking, Genesis is defending, and we're going to see some fun stuff happen tonight.
Yeah, we are. Oh, the projectiles going
goodness,
in.
The projectiles.
Oh,
I know you love those
exactly.
projectile skills.
FC coming in on top.
Oh, man. Yeah, FC's performing. They get a TK, but it's not enough to stall
nobody's
them.
moving that cart.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah, they...
Okay, that was bad for that moment, but FC
Yeah,
won
it
that
was
engagement.
Like a miscommunication error there. Like,
Yeah, nobody was
seconds.
on it for the moment.
See, this is where FC needs to push back, wait for their team. You know, giving up ground doesn't hurt. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, we've got that whole team coming in. It's going to look good. FC needs to keep a good distance away from each other, because I find that around the trees and around this area, it's very common for the attacking team to end up kind of huddling around the cart, and they end up getting sandwiched in between the defenders and the cart, and it just completely screws them up on their attack. Doesn't look like they're falling to that, because we're now going into a 3v1,
yeah.
and they're succeeding.
Fight
Club's on top.
3 people on the cart, 8 minutes and 25 seconds. This is halfway. This is awesome.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think you're right.
this is a new strategy I've seen employed during, you know, from Merc's mod. Is more sticking toward the cart instead of like rushing up everybody towards spawn. Just, you know, having double regen I think helps. You know, being able to have a defense at the cart.
Oh, for sure. I'm actually seeing a lot more in Merc's mod thanks to that update with the health, that players are hiding behind rocks for just a second or two to regain health, rather than running face first into the enemy or actually having their teammates TK them. I saw that a lot in former tournaments where teammates would legitimately have to TK their teammates to get them at full health.
Yeah.
The first time I
Pretty
noticed
skills.
that, ironically, was of Tempest, actually. Omega
Yeah,
TK'd, I think, Quasi, and it was hilarious to me until I realized what it was.
It was funny. We wanted to keep it a secret. We weren't doing it in any scrims. We only started doing it in tournaments because we realized how useful it was.
Uh-huh.
So that first tournament, we introduced it, so we were just killing each other, and people were just like, "What the hell?" Yeah, it was fun. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
goodness!
interesting way. Whoa. FC
Yeah.
bringing the hammer down. Literally in Ziphos' case.
Chicken with the TK though.
Yeah,
I don't
Chicken's
think
got
they see him. They don't see him.
a couple TKs. Nope, he's getting right behind that knight.
Oh my God, he's gonna do a 3v1.
Can Lazy Eyes? No.
He got a 3v1. That was
Chicken.
insane.
That was crazy. Lazy Eyes just hauled
But they-
ass in that fight.
But they flanked the cart. They pushed it up to the door almost.
That's very nice. 6 minutes and 35 seconds, 35%.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. They've got some time ahead of them. And they're going to need it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. FC waiting for the group. I can already tell you're right, man. They have a lot more experience on this map.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said at the beginning, like, this is probably the most competitively played map, but, you know, some teams probably play it a bit more. Like Genesis, just going off of their Hillside performance, they seem a little bit more diverse in their practicing, while I know FC
Absolutely.
practices a lot on the more competitively concentrated maps.
Absolutely. I think it's going in here.
I
This
think
is
so as
going
well.
in.
Yeah, they got a full team wipe on Genesis, so that thing is definitely going in. If Genesis cannot get right up to it and stall it, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen, Chicken with some
Oh, it's
insane
in.
shots, it does go through.
Before the 5-minute mark too. That's insane.
That's
15 minutes,
big.
25 seconds left.
They've got time. Lots of time.
But this is where you have to keep the momentum because it's just as easily just easily get stopped on this objective as well.
Almost definitely. Every point on Dark Forest, every point on every objective, I would say, has a pretty serious sticking point that the defending team can get absolutely stuck on or can just glide on through. And on this objective, generally the first half is pretty easy for the defenders. They just rush up to the cart, get it moving. However, as soon as it approaches that underpass sort of area near the end of the objective, it gets really slow because they have to make that long walk all the way from spawn.
Yeah.
And that's usually what characterizes the sticking point for the defenders, is that long walk that ends up taking them a little bit longer to get there. It draws out their pushes and the engagements, and it can absolutely mess any team up.
Exactly. That's why if you lose an engagement when you're so far away from your spawn, it just kills so much time.
Absolutely.
Why the farther away the cart is from your spawn, the harder it gets. But
so
doesn't look like that's going to be a problem. FC doing pretty good here. Kind of a 50-50. Wait, nope.
They are forced into a 2v4, which Xiphos is only too happy to deal with. Oh, he does get a butt parry there. That was silly.
Oh,
Ooh,
Pepper.
Chicken does get picked. Oh, I just noticed Genesis is now using a much more standard split on their team composition. 3-Knight, Vanguard, Man-at-Arms, Archer. And we see the same composition on Fight Club's side. I think it's probably just because Dark Force, you know, such a standard map, you got to get just perfect. You got to get as average as possible with everything and as consistent as possible so you can make the fewest variables be in play, I think.
Exactly. You know, a double Vanguard doesn't hurt either. I mean...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially defending, I would say.
Yeah.
Like that slightly larger health pool, that can mean a lot in
really
any
can.
engagement.
Like,
and FC is going to keep
he's
that cart
pushing
moving.
the cart, Xiphos.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a flank there.
Get a couple feet. You know, every foot matters, especially on this objective, where it is quite long. I made a point in another Hillside cast I was doing. No, in another Dark Forest cast I was doing, I'm sorry, where this objective reminds me a lot of Hillside's first objective, just because it's so long, so big from attacker spawn to the objective. And in this case, the objective is the cart, but you're trying to get it to the door. So, you know, technically an objective. So it's just that huge distance.
It really is. I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, we know. Absolutely.
But Genesis coming out on top here in this engagement. Man, their defense is spot on this objective. I'm kind of basically FC is just inching it all the way to the objective.
Yeah, that appears to be the case. FC was really utilizing their momentum in the first objective. This second objective, it's kind of waning. They're letting that cart stall for too long. And Genesis is picking up on that. They're getting their own defensive momentum, and they're utilizing it.
Exactly.
And it's showing.
Let's see how this right side push comes.
Cart is going to get some movement by Xiphos and Fingon. However, the rest of their team is going to have to deal without them and is going to get summarily destroyed.
Well, that's good. I mean, they distracted. FC distracted Genesis on the right side. Their whole team was there. Oh man, this is going to be close.
Absolutely insane play. Actually, I was about to reprimand FC for that, for splitting up like that, but that was actually so smart. By splitting them up, they ended up putting the cart a bit farther, and they also had that Archer pegging a lot with that short bow. Like you were saying, it's just so useful.
Oh yeah, it's all about the play style, you know. I mean, if you're good at it, it's just you gotta be really diverse in these different maps. You know, if you're playing Hillside, you know, obviously a crossbow, but I think that's where Mercs mod comes into play. You know, it's actually gives you the opportunity to be more diverse, so you're not just using a light crossbow every game. You know, this map can be short bow, and next map can be crossbow. It's really different.
Oh yeah, and actually, as an Archer Skillz, I wanted to ask you this for a while. Would you say it's better to be more versatile with Archer weapons, or to have a focus?
Versatile. I mean, versatile. I mean, you can use the same weapon and still be versatile. I mean,
Right.
you can either push up or play back. But I found what's more effective is to push up, just stay directly behind your team, and go into melee when needed.
That makes a bit of sense. Yeah. Versatility, it helps a lot with utility as a team. You can pick up several roles. And it looks like Genesis is actually going to pick up on this defense very, very nicely, finally stopping Fight Club's push.
This is actually really, really good. Look at how far this card is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Fight Club made a massive push after that initial strategy they used with the split up. And they've almost got it in the gate. One more solid, perfect clear for them, and it's through.
Or a flank, really. I mean, that's
true.
Flank. Yeah, that's... And
However,
both of these clans have demonstrated flanks. They can pull it off.
Oh, for sure, yeah. However, it looks like Genesis is kind of foreseeing that happening, and Up in Flames is playing a rear position. He's trying to run up now, but he's keeping an eye on everyone.
He is. He's coming to help because they're losing the fight.
Yeah. Now this is the alternative to that flank. Just going all in when your opponent thinks you might flank means that your opponent's engagement is going to be hamstrung. It's only going to be a 5v6, which will normally go the 6-man's team's way. And they are going to get this card in right now.
I think this is it. This is it.
Yep.
At... Oh my goodness.
95%, 8 minutes and 10 seconds.
It's tipping. There it is.
Holy guacamole. Yep. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Korthoran.
Oh my god.
You saw that?
That was sick, dude.
That double kill.
Yeah.
The head exploding. Oh, it's too much.
Oh man.
Holy shit, Korthoran.
I can hear her in the background. Totally understandable reaction. But now we're at the sluice.
Yeah, this is
the gauntlet.
Changing. Yep.
Yeah. This is the gauntlet of Dark
They're all
Forest.
on one side though, which means if they lose this engagement, they could.
They're screwed for a little
FC
while.
might have it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire pot.
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, but the TK due to the fire pot. Oh no.
Oh no, but you have Up in Flames on Genesis side he has B, so.
Yeah, B is secure.
Yeah, B is good. This is going Genesis's way here.
Both sides are secure. Yeah, absolutely. But with 12 minutes, thing is, this objective can go down very quickly, depending on how the defending team plays. Just because of the speed at which, if you have 2 people on either side and the defending team is cleared, it's easy.
Exactly.
But that's why the defending team needs to be so diligent. So it looks like the attackers. Oh, the TK. Oh, that's bad for Genesis. And looks like Fight Club is focusing A as hard as they can. Getting a lot of work done on that regard. And they do secure A. They just need to get that B site. Oh, but A is getting contested. Whilst Fight Club contests B. Is fighting all over the place. This is turning into a 1v1 fest.
It is.
Most of the 1v1s being won by Genesis.
You know what I seriously think, which can bring down a team on this objective, is how long it takes for you to get from point A to point B. So let's say you take one side and you run across on the bridge. It would probably take about closer to 10 seconds, as to where if you just drop down onto near the gate and just book it across, it takes about 5 seconds. So I see a lot of teams, they take a lot of time running across, where if you were to just drop down, beeline it to the other side, you'd get there in about 5 seconds.
Yeah,
So,
I'm seeing that too. I think it's more a matter of just being in the moment. Like, you probably a little bit scared of that fall damage that can sometimes happen if you jump off that bridge.
Don't jump. Just fall.
Don't jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you fall, you do not take that, and you can get by really fast. But you're right, we don't see a lot of teams doing that, and that definitely messes up a lot of offensive pushes.
It's just habit, really. It's just
Yeah.
this is the smaller things that really a lot of people don't take into consideration. I think make or break a game.
It's kind of stuff you pick up in pubs, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. And we
Pretty
all
much.
started in pubs, so
That we did.
like FC pushing up from the bottom here. Let me look at the scoreboard a bit more for you guys. There you go.
Yeah. Looks like it looks like A is secured by the attackers, but B has yet to fall. It's now 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Counting down. Fight Club's still got plenty of time to burn, especially on the sluice. The sluice can go down in the last 10 seconds, and the attacking team can still have a chance at winning.
Exactly.
Just all depends on their performance throughout the next objective. Good kill by Chicken. Chicken is a heck of a melee archer with that cudgel.
He is. He's got. That's actually I think the only melee weapon he uses. He's got a lot of hours in that.
Dang.
Actually, he uses a dagger, or used a dagger exclusively until
Oh really?
Mercs changed to cudgel, or made the cudgel change.
Right. I can imagine that. Yeah. The one gripe I have with Mercs, I love first hit flinch. I love most of the hit trade dealings and whatnot. The only thing is the fact that minimum wind up made daggers almost useless.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
was a little sad about that.
daggers anymore.
Huh?
You're not gonna
No,
see
yeah.
dagger. You're right. You're not gonna see him anymore.
And I'm sad because they're just
Yeah.
so fun to poke with. I don't use them competitively. I just screw around with them a lot of the time. But you know, it's my only gripe. It's a little thing, obviously. I do like Mercs as a whole.
I think the only few people that will upset because not a lot of players that competitively use dagger.
Oh,
I think-
absolutely.
I think you and Zale will probably be the most pissed off people.
Yeah. Yeah, Zale. Yeah, he probably rolled over in his Shiv grave at that nerf.
Oh man, they're
FC
yeah,
is picking
they're-
up a bit.
about to take B.
Oh, but that throwing axe kill, I'm surprised you didn't flip out at that. That was actually really nice. But they do take B. A is being guarded heavily.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
just
see
don't have the
what
numbers.
can happen.
If I were in FC shoes, I would call for a retreat at that point. That's just me. You know, regroup with the team, then push back in. But it looks like
Looks like they're doing some good work at B.
yeah,
They're kind
you're
of
right, yeah.
edging out of it, taking what picks they can. This is very smart of them. And that's good. They
Actually,
clear all of
it
Genesis.
worked out. Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely. If they can go that 5 second, you see they're going all the way across this bridge, taking all the time in the world, and looks like they may yet take A before the spawn of Genesis gets there. Yup, it's going down.
They're grabbing it.
Oh nope, they do get stalled on both sides. In fact,
Ah, close.
yeah, very close. They got about a halfway down on the bridge on the portcullis. So this is turning.
Man,
Oh man, yeah, Boone.
cyanide.
Yeah, I saw that. Boone
Taking
was the
down a
last
man
hope
at
for
arms.
A.
And the good thing about just dropping down and running across instead of being on the bridge is that you can, instead of just running up there, you can come across the enemy spawns and take out their spawns before even going up there. Because it's, I think playing on the bottom doesn't, as long as you're close to the objectives, you have to be a little bit more effective in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Because on this map especially, it makes a lot of sense to push off the objective because there's only one person necessary on either objective. Actually, I was playing a scrim on Dark Forest with Syndicate recently, and there were 2 people at B. Oh, they are getting the objective, nice. And there were 2 people at B. I was one of them. Colonial was the other, and like 3 people were rushing to B. We were getting the objective, but Colonial made the smart decision to just rush down and meet them. And they demolished Colonial, of course, but we got the objective, and
Nice.
that's what's necessary.
Exactly. Yeah, if meeting their spawns, you know, stopping them, it's so effective. I mean, it's It just gives you those extra few seconds that you need to. You're right. Yeah. What are we doing here? What is this? This is.
Let's see what Fight Club's up to. So they sent Exit Boon to C. Looks like just to test the waters, but he is going to get summarily gangbanged. The rest of FC is kind of spread out. You know, I think they're
You're
using
right,
that
yeah.
time advantage, but they don't have much of one. It's only 9 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock.
That's not bad though. I mean, that's
No.
9 minutes.
Definitely enough time. These aren't like the Trebs, where you have to have 2 people. You can get one guy to run over to C while the entire defending team is elsewhere, and you can just take it. You know, nothing to say
Exactly.
that can't happen. But Genesis is not going down without a fight. They're putting their all into this defense.
Ripper, I think I've seen 2 axe kills. I've seen some axe kills, but I haven't yelled at them. I think I'm running out of energy, man.
Oh man, I was wondering, like,
Yeah.
why hasn't
yeah, I was
Skillz
like,
had an outburst yet?
I know, I need to.
You know, I'm almost want one to happen now.
Alright, I'll put myself up. I
Oh,
got this.
okay. Just don't ear rape, and I'm okay. Well, until that
Man.
throwing axe of destiny comes out.
Oh, my
oh,
god.
Oh, Korth.
Oh
Korth,
my god.
please. I'm wet.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm.
Talking about the throwing axe just came out.
Oh, dude, he's going strong, dude. Cyanide.
Yeah. Ooh,
What the-
Korth goes down.
I love it, dude.
Dude, that was a sick engagement. That was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Shit.
OC's going
he's an
down.
Exit boon. Yeah, look at him go.
Oh, how did he survive all of that? That was insane.
FC wants this win. They
Yeah,
want
they really
this.
do.
Yeah.
They're gonna claw for it.
Yeah, they. Oh man, this is great. They were taking B, so they did a split push for C and B. They had a couple of flanker, and A is almost gone. Wow. I was just on that, and dang. Log bridge though, however, not the best option in my opinion.
Oh no, not right now. Yeah, not while
Yeah.
they've still got B and C to take.
Unless you have Chicken who's bottlenecking them.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh. But Pepper just too strong on that
Oh,
that log
man.
with his brandy.
Oh, Chicken!
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, that was
Doesn't matter
terrible.
who it is.
He gets the
Kills
kill.
Everything on, yeah.
Yeah. Chicken's got an aimbot, but it doesn't discriminate between teammates.
Yeah.
Looks like a B's going down. Yep, and there it is.
Yeah, all the while I was watching Killer Rapon just going at the B door whilst we were watching that episode on the log bridge. That was funny.
Yeah, sometimes I miss things. Call it out if like you're watching something. Call it out, so I'll cover it.
Yeah, no problem. I want to see where Fight Club is focusing now. Chicken going for that aggressive arch play. He
Yeah,
will not. He's not going to let an arrow go unhinged.
You gotta find that balance as an archer. Aggressive and defensive. I mean, it's tough, but if you can find that balance between the two, I mean, you'll never die.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Blank on C. Right?
Do we have one? Oh,
Oh,
we do.
man, full
Four on
C.
the door.
Look at
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Oh man.
Nearly missed it. Yeah, they're getting the heck out of C right now. This could spell the end for Genesis. Oh, the TK from Korth. Still not enough. Beautiful.
Oh
Head
man,
taking.
this is going down. C is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Wi-
That was an interesting move by Boone.
Oh,
Almost
close.
got it.
That honestly, that may have sealed the deal for them. That flank right there. That was.
Yeah, that did so much damage.
It did with 5 minutes and.
I think 2 more
25 seconds
solid hits, and it's over. Yeah, 525.
left. Is that 2 or 1 more hit? I'm not sure.
I think it's 2. I think it usually goes to that 1 pixel mark.
Oh yeah, you're
before
right.
it needs
I
one
remember
hit.
now.
Yeah, I've just gotten so used to those progress bars. This This is an interesting choice. Oh, and Pepper gets ballista'd.
Oh,
What
man.
distance?
I missed it. I saw it on the feed though.
Oh my goodness. That was insane. He was running towards the far right bridge of Defender. You know that one on the waterfall?
The
He's like,
waterfall bridge, yeah.
Yeah, waterfall bridge. And the ballista caught him just before he got into the rock cover. It was so awesome. And I was looking at him when he got pegged, and it was insane. Oh, those are the kind of kills I just love seeing. They're just so fun.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah. It's like head explosions or head decapitations. It's just so awesome. It only happens once in a while.
Look, check out this split push though. We have 2 going through
Yeah.
forest, and we have 4 going through A.
We got 2 knights going through forest.
Yeah, and they're a little
So,
pushed
that's
up.
big.
And a man-at-arms already on site throwing a fire pot.
This is really, really smart because now Genesis has to split their resources, and they got C. It is all but over
This
for
is
Genesis. Yup. With 1 knight to defend, he can't possibly hope to do it.
Wait, one more. Oh, what?
Oh, there is 1 left.
What?
Holy crap. 1 remaining. Oh, no.
And
Killer
there it
Rapon
is.
will get it.
3 minutes and
That
40
is
seconds
round.
left.
Yup. Decent time. Decent time. Good round. Very good round.
That was a great round.
Oh, yeah. I must say. Absolutely fantastic.